Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 17 online connected franchise mode game. You guys see the NFC playoff picture for the primetime football league as we hit week 11. It depicts this game as the game of the week, and it's a no-brainer. The 8-1 Seattle Seahawks are on the road in Seattle facing the only undefeated team left in the league, the 9-0 Seattle Seahawks. Dangerous pass right there by Carson Wentz. This Eagles team is led by two rookies, the quarterback Carson Wentz and the running back Wendell Smallwood, due to an injury from Ryan Matthews, as Zach Ertz with the big catch, and he's going to take it all the way to the 20-yard line. Good start early on here for the Eagles. Wentz going to leave the pocket. He has that mobility to get out quickly and get yardage as he gets almost the first down. Next play, Smallwood does get the first down at the 6-yard line. It's a fake. It's Smallwood in for a touchdown, and right away, the fearless and young Philadelphia Eagles put not 7 but 6 on the board since they missed the PAT. This is the first drive, feeling out our opponent and potential threat in the NFC, especially when it comes playoff time. And so far, feeling that to do with the Eagles might be pretty good. He just got a touchdown right there. And based on what he ran, I was pretty impressed. And the defensive end might be more impressive. He sends an overload blitz on the right side. We fail to pick it up, and that's going to result in a 3 and out as he runs the ball, Wendell Smallwood. This guy, very deep, balances his offense, I should say. I wouldn't say run heavy, but he definitely runs the ball a lot with his running back. So we definitely got to watch for Smallwood and whomever else is coming out. It's 3rd down and 4. Carson Wentz, spying time, running, but he loses the ball and does not cross the chains. 4th and 1, has to punt the ball in this situation, as we're going to do a pretty dumb thing and return this with Pope and get crushed at the 7-yard line on top of it, as Russell Wilson under pressure and sacked for a safety before the man could even blink. And that is what you go against with this Philadelphia defense. They might have the best front 7 in the league. The Seahawks might also have the best front 7 in the league. So it's quite the matchup we have on hand today. It could be a lot of sacks. Could be a very mucky football game. But right now, Carson Wentz has the keys to the car, and he's driving this baby on a smooth ride. Even though it's a bumpy road against this Seattle defense, he's making it look easy out here. 3rd down and 7. Big down right here early in the second quarter. Wentz across the body, and he throws a dime for the first down. That is Ruben Randall with the catch as he runs a screen next play to Aguilar. That's not going to get too much. 2nd down and 8. Looking to convert a touchdown for the second time in the red zone. Going to have to do it on 3rd down and 8 after he throws the ball away. Wentz going to run it straight up the middle. Carson Wentz, no fear once again from these Eagles. He runs it for the first down. Oh, Cam Chancellor making sure no one gets into his end zone, but he was not there to meet Wendell Smallwood on the left side of the field, and the Philadelphia Eagles quickly go up 15-0. Now, when I got sacked for the safety, I made an executive decision to where we weren't going to run all of our offensive plays. We weren't going to come out in all my favorite plays on the offensive end. We're going to run a little bit of few different plays as we run a drag route right there to the backup tight end, who is going to get the first down. One of the rare times where we actually had time in the pocket early on in this game. Wilson finding the open man, Doug Bowen. Even though we're not running our favorite plays, we're still running efficient plays. Moving into the red zone, look at that pressure. They have so many great pass rushers on this Eagles team. Graham, you have Connor Barwin, Benny Logan in the middle, Fletcher Cox. We run the screen on 3rd and 12, trying to divert attention away from all that pressure, but we don't get the first down, trying to hit Procise, and we settle for the field goal, which is pretty costly because this guy put up 2 touchdowns in his 2 red zone drives. We put up a field goal in our drive as he takes a hit right there trying to return the kick. So now, on the defensive end, we're going to still come out balls of fury on defense, try to get as many stops as we can. But more than anything else, learn what he's doing on the offensive end. Learn what kind of plays he likes. Learn who he wants to throw to, who his favorite receiver might be, as that's going to be illegal blocking downfield by, Zach Ertz on that screen pass. It was a really smart play, really smart reroute, but unfortunately for him, Ertz ended up blocking downfield, and now it's 1st down and 20 because of that. All the time right here. Very smart. Just going to, wait until someone comes at him. Didn't see anything open and doesn't, you know, make an uncharacteristically bad throw or anything like that. Here, just a little dump down. That's going to get him some yardage to make this a third down and manageable. He's playing a very smart game right now. And what I'm learning right now is exactly that. He's playing a very smart game, passing the ball in these tight windows, though, and getting away with all of these tight windows. That's something that we could potentially take away later on in this game. Second down and 7. Wentz under pressure. Got his man, but got rocked by the safety. 3rd and 7. Running the ball. A little bit conservative play call right there by Sproles. Maybe trying to catch us off guard. Nonetheless, the result of all of that is a field goal that's up and good. 18-3 lead. 30 seconds left before halftime. We do have a timeout in case we want to try to make something happen here with 24 seconds left. Big thing is you don't want to turn it over and make things any worse than they potentially already could be, because we do get ball coming out of half. This game is far from over. As you see, my man Russell Wilson is under pressure almost every time he snaps the football. This pass rush is getting at us. Besides the fact that the Eagles have one of the best front sevens, we have one of the worst offensive lines, and that is starting to show up a little bit. We haven't seen it too much this season because we've been able to get the ball out pretty quickly, but look at that pass rush from Fletcher Cox up the middle, and that's going to end the half. We have no timeouts, and like I said, we do get ball coming off half, so we do have a chance to manage the storm right here, get some points on this drive. Got to run the football a little bit, because we definitely didn't do that in the first half. But, yeah, you guys can see the product. Look right here. Wilson fumbles the ball. It's loose. Kicked around by the Eagles, and that should have been an easy recovery. I believe Connor Barwin missed out on the football, and nonetheless, it's still going to bring up a 3rd down and long for us. Still hard to convert. I just had to let that one loose as soon as I could. Pressure coming at me. I don't got any more time in the pocket right there. And that is just the constant theme right now, and it's a troubling theme. I was worried that this is going to happen eventually with us, where if I didn't get the ball out in literally a second, I would get sacked, and that's what's going on with this Eagles team. And if we keep on playing, if we played the Eagles 100 times, that would have happened a lot, but at least our defense is making plays, something we've been able to depend on all season long. Next play, Wilson's going to give it right back, our best field position of the day, and we just give them the football, and here, have a new drive. That was a big play for us to get back in this game and try to continue our undefeated season, but it's just that pass rush coming in right away. We don't make that first throw, and a second, we're getting sacked, as he is also facing the pressure from the guys like Cliff Averill, Mike Morgan, and Michael Bennett. 3rd and 16. Pressure in his face once again. Both quarterbacks, like I said, these are potentially the 2 best front sevens in all of football, and it's proving why these could be the 2 best teams in the NFC and maybe even the NFL, as we get pinned at our own 1-yard line from that punt. That was a big play right there. 2nd down, intercepted. That was a one-handed pick by Nolan Carroll. Wow. Right now, Philadelphia is on their game, on the road in Seattle. Not many teams win here. Oh, that would have been a big interception, and we could have gone at 3rd down and 3. Smallwood pitch. 1st down carry. Tackled by Chancellor, but too little too late as he runs up the middle. Big time stop there by, I believe, Mike Morgan to prevent the touchdown. Here comes the fake once again. Got us the first time, definitely not the second time. We had like 3 people on that. We had too many people on that, but thankfully it worked out. As 3rd down, nothing really open, and our defense is playing very well since the start of the game. We haven't put them in good positions with our offense, but mainly after the first 2 drives, I like our response from what we're doing. And the main thing we are doing is taking away the run game, because he did get most of his rushing yards with Smallwood early on in the game. As we come out passing, we find Rawls, and Rawls going to try to get that first down. Going to bring up a 2nd down inches. Nonetheless, a good play. You guys see Wilson's passing stats, 10 for 14. We're not exactly having trouble passing the ball when we have time. It's if we have time, that's the problem. And once you start getting pressured as a quarterback, it gets in your head. Your little clock on when to throw the ball gets a lot shorter, and sometimes you think there's pressure when there's not even pressure, as that's a good throw to Tyler Lockett. This game's not over, though. We're not giving up. We're still trying to preserve the undefeated season, but that might have just dagged it right there as soon as I said it. This is Malcolm Jenkins, the star safety, with the interception, breaking tackles and taking it to midfield. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier in the video when I said I wasn't going to run my favorite plays. If you guys watch these videos, you guys, will notice that I'm running different plays as we was essentially a coverage sack on that screen pass. 3rd down and 19. Wentz throwing and intercepted by the Sean Shed. It looked like a little bit of an overthrow by Wentz. Might have had Aguilar if it was on target, as we throw an incomplete pass. And now at this point, we're not conceding the game. Like I said, we're still trying to air it out, trying to win this game, but you know, we're kind of just hiding our offense a little bit from this guy. We might see this guy in the playoffs again, so I'd rather get more of a scouting report on him than he gets on us, as that's going to be a face mask penalty on Michael Bennett. Unfortunately, it's going to move the ball near field goal range. That hurts because it gives him a new set of downs, and at this point, we might have to start thinking about calling our timeout soon. Maybe if he gets another first down, because right now our defense is looking like they're ready to get a stop. Bennett with the sack, 3rd down and 20. Carson Wentz under pressure, chucking it up, and Deshaun Shed. That's the pass breakup right there. We actually just re-signed Deshaun Shed to a contract extension. 4 years, like $28 million. I don't really know if it was the right move or not. I waited a long time before I extended Deshaun Shed. I was thinking about whether we really had the cap space to even do something like that. But I did do that. I re-signed a couple of guys. The guys you would mainly think of, the high overall guys who are free agents. We re-signed them, but that's about it. It's 3rd down and 8. Oh, Russell Wilson. We need that throwback right there. That's going to be incompleted, out of bounds. Open Doug Baldwin. Try to get a high throw right there just to make sure we threw it over the coverage, but that was very high, as well. Wendell Small was going to be running the football right here, and the running game is absolutely bottled up since the first quarter, as that's a dangerous pass on 3rd 7. You guys see he's using a lot of pass leads, as we're going to return this punt right again, once again with Pope. We got a good one last time and almost broke away a big-time punt return right there. Now, Tyler Lockett is actually healthy and back for this game. You might not notice, because I don't think we've even given him one target, let alone a catch, as that was an incomplete pass to a open Doug ball. And I think at this point Russell Wilson's like confidence might have been messed up, because he was missing some open throws. We did throw 3 interceptions to this point, so that might have been affecting some of his throws. So I guess that's part of CFM. You don't want to throw 3 interceptions at any time, but especially not on a CFM. And you guys saw I was once 10 for 14. At this point in the 4th quarter, we're kind of just airing it out, trying to make some sort of last desperate comeback in this game that really did not work out. At this point, you know, the game is pretty much over. 3rd down and 11. I'm just trying to get a touchdown for pride's sake or whatever. Get a touchdown to get someone XP, whatever it may be. 4th down and 5. Just learn a little bit about him, whatever it may take. And we're taking the shot, but it's going to be intercepted for the 4th time this game. Nolan Carroll with the 2nd interception of his own. And with 39 seconds left, that is going to do it. Now, I don't know why he didn't need a ball out. This is going to be the first football game that does not end for the Seahawks this year, not ending on a Russell Wilson knee down, and let alone not a win. The undefeated streak is over. The last undefeated team in the NFL is no more. The Philadelphia Eagles on the road with an impressive victory. Earned this one 100%. Good game to my guy. Definitely a good player. And if we do meet in the playoffs, I'll look forward to playing him. And it should be a really good game, because he's definitely a good player and did all the right things to win that game and then some. And I was really, I won't say probably, he was the most impressive opponent I've faced this season by far. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes as we go to the post-game show now. As you guys see, the Carolina Panthers lost. That's one of our big conference rivals when I'm talking about, fighting for the first round bye. Our other rival would be the Green Bay Packers. As you guys see, the Cleveland Browns are steamrolling opponents right now. The Ravens win a close one against the Cowboys to try to get in that wild card picture. You see Detroit getting another victory, a close game right there. Kansas City's been having a great season. They win another one right there. You see the Minnesota Vikings, they badly need that win to stay in wild card contention. In the NFC, they get it over a scrappy Cardinals team. Miami in a shootout with the Rams to try to stay in contention for the division, which you guys will see the division standings coming up. Oakland definitely handing Houston a 50-burger on Monday Night Football. And now we check out the division standings, where the 10-1 Cleveland Browns are in control of a very competitive AFC North. The Bengals and the Ravens both in wildcard contention. This is not a competitive division. There is a losing team on top of the division right now. That is all that needs to be said. Whoever wins that, I don't really know what it means too much, because they might just lose in the first round of the playoffs. The AFC East, there probably won't be a wildcard team coming out of this, but there's definitely a division winner, and it's probably the Patriots or Dolphins. That's definitely going to be a playoff race to watch. This is a big-time conference right here. All 4 teams very competitive, and 2 teams at 9-1. One of those teams will be in wildcard weekend. And that's kind of a shame, because both of them playing so well. You guys see the NFC North, very competitive. 3 teams over 7-3. So those 2 teams fighting for wild cards, one of them for the division one. As you guys see, the Falcons trying to stay in a little bit of relevancy, trying to keep close to the Panthers, who are suddenly reeling. The Eagles running away with their division, and right now probably have the edge as the number 1 team in the conference by beating the Seattle Seahawks. Thankfully for us, we still have complete control of the NFC West, and it would take a major major collapse for us to lose that West. And now, before we end our post-game show in the video, I'm going to show you guys some stats, just give you guys some updates on stats. I don't want to update you guys on stats every single week. That's why I didn't do the post-game show every week, because a lot of teams were on bye weeks and stuff like that, so it's a little bit, miscombobulated. But most teams are done with bye weeks right now. I believe there's only like 4 teams that haven't done it yet, maybe 2. As you guys see, Jonathan Stewart definitely getting a lot of touchdowns, a lot of carries, and Adrian Peterson's gotten a ton of carries. Crowell is still doing very well. We go to the receiving, where Gronkowski is the featured target in New England, still healthy and catching the most footballs this season, but not the most yards. That would go to AJ Green. Most touchdowns, Amari Cooper's got 17. Oh man, that is a lot right there. And AJ Green's also up there at 11. Marvin Jones with 10. So that'll do it for this video. Leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 17 connected franchise, whatever you guys like on the channel. We got it. And until then, I'll catch you guys next time.